You want the fucking brawl? Come down to Nemic Hospitality, I'll come out my house and I'll break your fucking legs!
CSGO. The game for the strongest minded, the most intelligent, and the most skillful players. The game is beautifully simple. As a terrorist, you have to sadistically murder all the population in the city by planting a bomb, waiting 40 seconds, and then boom. And if you're a counter-terrorist, you have to not let that happen, by any means necessary. The game is actually pretty easy. Oh, but don't forget about strafe physics, rotate movement, all types of grenades, physics, strategy of enemies, perfect coordination, accuracy. Stop! Game hard. Game really hard. If you seek a game for relaxation, for chill chatting with your friends, turn back, never look behind you, and forget about CSGO. But if you enjoy adrenaline pumping in your veins, planning strategy for the new rounds, or making new meta, then I really recommend CSGO, because it's actually pretty fun. There are so-called roles in CSGO. Basically, there are specializations in which someone can be really good at. For example, there may be a dedicated player for throwing grenades, called support. He is really good at throwing grenades, knows every single lineup or on every single map, and knows physics of nades the best of all team. There is a sniper, which just has to have the ability of not sleeping on duty, because it's really hard. There is an entry. Basically you just go and die. Exciting gameplay. Lurk. Lurk is just kind of complicated. But the most important of them all, team leader or strat caller. The difference between the team leader and the strat caller is that the strat caller just says rush B, my friends. Or alternatively, rush A, my friends. While the team leader actually has to think, see his teammates' strengths and weaknesses and use them in the best way possible to win. He has to know the meta like his own pocket, and generally smart guy. There are some other roles, for example a anchor. What the fuck? Who named this? But unfortunately you have to know sometimes at least two roles, because if you, for example, are a sniper, you will not always have a sniper. So you have to have a secondary role, like a second support or a second entry. Ranking system in CSGO works pretty neatly. If you are, for example, a silver 4, all ranks beneath you, so silver 3, 2 and 1, the biggest noobs the world has ever seen. They are so bad in fact that you would kill them with eyes closed. But on the other hand, everyone up on the ladder is probably hackers, all just sweaty tryhards that play video games 20 hours a day. And you could say that it's a problem, that CSGO players have a big problem with self-esteem. But I know someone who has only half the problem. Cause you see, my friend has silver 1 and played this game for 400 hours. How did he manage to do that? There are basically 3 categories of ranks. First, shitty silvers. Second, the blue ranks, better than average and just good. And the black ranks, and they are just gods amongst men. In CSGO at least. So how do you rank up, you ask? Well, basically get good. But then you could ask a second very obvious question. How to get good? There are basically 4 ways, and you have to do all 4 of them, sadly. First, you need to just
Play.
You learn the most knowledge from your mistakes. And making mistakes happens to be the best skill that I have. Secondly, the most boring part of getting good is the road training. Getting good aim and movement. This requires some practice, but with a good routine you will make it. Thirdly, you should watch better players than yourself play, preferably pro players. You would be surprised how much you can learn from just watching them. But if you analyze their gameplay, it just goes to whole another level. If I start recording or streaming CSGO, you may watch me. This is not optional. And the fourth advice is that you just talk with your teammates about the strategy. Say who will do what, say who will play what role, make strategies together. I had a lot of fun making strategies for CS, and I hope my friends had too. It really makes you happy watching you and your whole team making better, and everyone playing their own part to make it the best team as it can be, and reaching the highest rank possible. First, one of my favorite strategies for the defender side. The goal here is to protect those 2 sides. So we'll do that. So one guy goes mid to prevent those sides from being flanked from here, here and here. 3 guys go on this side, which is A, and 1 guy goes B. But wait, isn't B a bit less protected than A? Well, yes, but actually no. If they rush B, you can throw what is called a Molotov, which blocks enemies from entering the site. And then my teammates can rotate from short and cut them off. And if they rush A, well, I have 3 people there, so it will not be a problem. Okay, and for the attacker side, I really like throwing a smoke here that allows 1 person to go from short. The rest of the team goes here and they bait all enemies on A, so they all look at those 4 guys. Then the 1 guy just goes here and kills all people on site where they are watching this way. And now A is clear, with minimal casualties. In conclusion, CSGO is for guys who like shooting people in the head. Only in video game format, of course. And guys with a more strategical mind. It's, in my opinion, one of the best esports that there are, and generally just a fun game, so why don't you try it? And before you leave, I require you to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.